What's up, guys? No Honda content because I am finally going to work on the Soarer. I drove it today and it was super slow and I'm tired of it being slow, and I'm also tired of not driving it, and I don't know if that makes any sense, but I think now I'm happy or content with taking it apart and installing the single turbo. So let me show you the turbo we're going with, the manifold. The car is hot now because I drove it earlier, so we'll give it some time to cool down and then we'll start tearing into it. Alright, so the turbo we were running is going to be a Borg Warner S366. I have a buddy of mine who's running this on his 1J SC300, and I've been told it's very responsive even for the size, and I know it's capable of way more power than I do plan on pushing, but we can upgrade later on. Our manifold is from Drift Motion. They already modified the wastegate for right-hand drive, so hopefully it doesn't get in the way of anything. We have oil line kit from Boost Lab. That should have everything we need for the single setup. Here we got the tile wastegate. I think it's a 44 millimeter. I'll have to double check on that. So there is some pieces I'm going to need as far as intercooler, the piping, blow-off valve. I don't know. I need a downpipe. Need a what the heck is it? Air fuel ratio gauge, boost controller, stuff like that. But mechanical wise, I think I have most of the parts that I'm going to need. So as I go and I see if I need anything extra, I'll just order it, of course. Alright, so as you can see, the turbos are out. Here they are in all their glory. They're in good shape. There's no shaft play. So, I mean, there's nothing wrong with it. I had no reason to change them because they're bad. The reason is because I'm going single. I didn't show a lot of detail, and that is because I was under the car for the longest time. Getting these off, the studs for the turbos are real tough to get to. Most of it's on the bottom, a few are on the top. These two and that one right there, I recommend putting some kind of WD-40 or PB blaster on all these bolts. If you are 1J or have a Soarer, chances are, you know, Japan is right by the ocean. Things are going to get rusty. This car is not rusty at all, but nuts and bolts, you know, they're always prone to rust no matter where you are. So, yeah, that's where I'm at. I'm about to take these manifolds off. I need to contact my buddy here and figure out what he thinks I should do for all the coolant lines and the drains and all that good stuff, because my buddy Adrian, he is the JZ master, I refer to him for any kind of Jay-Z technical advice, really. Yeah, let's get these off. Alright, so manifolds are out. Luckily, a couple studs already came out, so I just need, what, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I have these titanium studs from a place called Bear Boost Performance. My buddy told me about them, and I never really messed with titanium before, but holy crap, is it light. Like, all these bolts, if they were steel, would be pretty heavy. These are also good because it won't rust, and you know, removing these will be pretty damn easy. So getting those out, not so easy. Getting these in and out, much easier. So let's get the old ones out, put the new ones. All right, so titanium studs are in and they're looking real good. There's a pipe there. That's all done. I reconnected this coolant hose. I need to block this hose. I need to block this one, and then I'm going to loop that. I'm thinking when it comes time to hopefully bring this to a fabrication place, have these welded shut, and that's pretty much it. I'm not going to have that or that done, just kind of like out of the way, and once everything's together, it's going to be real difficult to get to it anyways, but that'll be the easiest, and I think it'll look much better, you know, flush and shut. And then that's that. I need to take off the drain lines and block that and add the feed and put the manifold on. I think I mentioned all that, but I haven't done it yet, so I'm about to do it right now. In a couple days, I actually forgot what I was doing, but I was waiting on this fitting for the oil line. The one that came in the kit, I honestly have no idea where it went, but it just didn't feel right. I think it was wrong. So this should be the correct one. It's an M12 by 1.25. Should be a -4. I need to double check that. So I just need to put this in. Then I could start mocking up the manifold. Actually, I got to block off this coolant line and do that. I actually got all that already. So I'm going to do that, put the fitting in, and hopefully get the manifold on. Everything's plugged up here, there. This is looped. I have this heat tape that I got from AutoZone from, I think it's Design Engineering. Yep. So I'm gonna put this on the drain line because the drain line does get very close to the manifold. So I'm going to wrap it with this. After that, I think I could throw the manifold on. So before I put the manifold on, I need to put on this nice fancy wastegate, tile wastegate. And for our springs, it's going to be a yellow and a red, and that's going to give us our target boost of 10 psi, which isn't a whole lot, but then again, it's completely stock. We're going to be on stock transmission and stock fuel and stock ECU and all that good stuff, you know, just one thing at a time. So 10 psi, more than safe for the setup. So we're going to put our springs in, put the wastegate on, and then our manifold. I'm going to use the black spring, and the red one is going to give me 10.15 psi, which is what the chart says online. I'm going to throw this in my vise, cover this up so I don't scratch it, and I should be able to squish it together. All right, so the turbo is on temporarily. It's just in place. So the manifold wasn't too bad. The worst 3 nuts are on this side. 1, 2, 3. They're all behind these 3 runners. This one right here is the worst. You really got to like pull the manifold back and put it on and put the finger tight. And I could barely fit a wrench. I had to go underneath. I had to get on top, underneath, whatever. Got those. The rest, I had to like sneak my hand in here with a long wrench and get it. And then this one was relatively easy compared to the rest. And then everything else is pretty easy. But there's actually one over here that's not too bad. So right now I have the turbo loose. I just wanted to clock it to see like where, because I got to put a 90 that turns this way, because as you can see, it goes directly into the shock tower. Borg Warner does make one that has a 90 built into it, and I don't know, I was kind of thinking that it would come out really long and out, so I decided to just go this route. In retrospect, maybe I could have got away with it, I don't know. But I think this is going to conclude this part of the video, because what I need to do is take this to a fabricator, and then after that I could put all the other lines on. All right, so that's it. I know it's not super detailed. A lot of it is just, it's really hard to get a camera in there, and mostly just want to show you the build. It's super hot. There's 10 trillion mosquitoes trying to kill me as always, but I am that much closer to to boosting it single turbo, which I'm super excited about. So till next time, it's JZ Chris. Later.